assholes are on the move, and we've gotta be ready. No, not the UC, not the Freestar Collective. The ones that matter. Pirates, mercs, and those religious nutjobs. We always knew there were some places left over from the Colony War. Bases, labs, stuff like that. But now it's come out that there are even more. A lot more. Spread all over the settled systems. Looks like the Big Two didn't play by their own rules when they were playing war. Now it's a friggin' feeding frenzy. Everyone trying to find them. Trying to use them. So why shouldn't we? Gotcha! We have just as much right as they. Let's go looking.
So I met with a lawyer and was prepared to party. Hard. The video will was emotional. Mom and I stopped talking years ago. Mom didn't look good. But it was Mom. As weird, crazy, and cryptic as ever. I'm almost surprised she remembered she even had a son. It was hard to hear. Almost touching. But then the punchline. No inheritance until I go to Mom's secret base on Denabolo 1B. And she ends not with an I love you or an I'm proud of you. No. Sic semper tyrannis. My God. Always with that stupid Latin saying. Over and over she'd say that damn thing. Thanks, Mom. Thanks oh so much.
You're doing well, Leon. Almost there. I know. Things have been difficult. The mantle of the Mantis is a heavy burden. But you can do so much good. The Spacers and Pirates need someone to fear. Someone to check them. To make them realize some lines cannot be crossed. You have it in you, Leon. I know you do. Stay sharp, focused, just a little further.
Dusty, let's talk. Hey, so I'm really enjoying our time together. Thought you should know. It's been a long time since I worked with someone so closely. I didn't realize how much I missed it. And you haven't stopped me from looking into this stuff with Irvin either. So, thank you. See, that's what makes you a good captain in my book. You're supportive. On that note, I do have some news about Irvin's case. So, I wanted to let you know that I heard back from my contact, and I think you'll want to hear this. They sent me a copy of some public records. It's interesting. There was a claim filed against Irvin, accusing him of damaging their investments. Looks like Irvin didn't even enter a plea. The Hephaestus Mining Corporation, and they also won the case. Some of Irvin's paychecks were seized, as well as any assets that weren't under joint ownership. Well, if it was Irvin, I do want to understand that, because I just can't believe it. Anyway, this mining corporation, Hephaestus, sued Irvin, claiming he irreparably damaged their mine. They said he killed the apex predators in the area around the mine, which led to herd creatures overeating the grasses. That caused the soils to release too many gases too fast, which cost Hephaestus a ton of money. Thank you. So, Is this a cover-up? If so, of what? And why did it involve Irvin? So anyway, according to the court documents, there was a witness for the defense, who was a no-show too. Then Hephaestus won by default. They tried to take his apartment, but because it's in my name too, they couldn't. They withdrew their testimony the morning of the trial. Said they had a sincere change of heart. I didn't know he bought it. Must have been a better deal than renting for the time he was there. Yes, they plan to stay in the same system for a while. Kinda. I had a mountain of back taxes to pay, and utilities, and repairs. It would have been far better for my pockets had I just donated it to the city. But I'm glad I didn't. There may be clues there about his case. So here's what I was thinking. I can persuade my contact to keep digging a little bit more. I don't want to press our luck, so I'll just ask them to follow up on one thing. Should I tell them to investigate the company more, or look into the witness instead? I wonder what his real reason was for retracting his testimony. Did he report anything to security? I just want to know why they picked Irvin. Why did they set him up? For that much money? They'll do it. You know, this investigation is time-consuming, but it's also pretty cathartic. And who knows? Maybe if we solve this case, it'll mean a better future for Gagarin. But that's thinking too far ahead. Anyway, Captain, thanks for checking in with me. All yours.
pirates from going off the deep end. I guess it's possible. She never talked about where she got her fortune. And man, she could handle herself anywhere. It's a lot to take in.
What if we leave a few things here and make a second trip? Spacer territory. well, right?
Wait, don't shoot! I am unarmed. Look, we can help each other. I can be useful. Just don't kill me. Livy, and I mean you, no harm. This place was full of traps. Traps everywhere. I removed them. But this corridor is just too dangerous. See? Looks normal. One step inside, slam! You are trapped. And nobody's been standing after the doors reopen. No, sorry. If I tell you that, then I lose my leverage. They're ingenious. Took a lot of lives to tease them out. No one knew how to get through the corridor. But I figured it out. There are letters on the floor. It is a grid. Those letters must spell something. But there are so many words or small phrases. 5, 6? It's hard to find volunteers. I really thought we had it with M. Mantis. Ah, poor Fred. Why does everyone always say that? See? I've been helpful. You could let me go. Or better, I can help. I know these traps. I know how this Mantis thinks. Please, let me help. And just give me a taste of the cachet inside. You can trust me.
Nope. That's not a good idea.
Trust is maybe too strong a word. We need each other, so we use each other. Then, when the arrangement is no good, we decide then? I have sacrificed too much. No, I won't go. I will fight you!
Good. You're up. Let's move. Say something? anything worth selling or using? Hello, Captain. Well, okay then.
Alert. Hostiles. Unable. Repair not possible.
Let's get out there and do something. Yeah, so let's make sure. Right. Later.
Leon, you've done it. We're here. The lair now belongs to you. Inside, you will find all you need to be the Mantis, my darling boy. I haven't been the best mother in these final days. I wish. Be a better Mantis. Be a better person than I was.
Engaging the enemy. Output fire. System failure.
Fair game. Carrying a lot. You want to take a moment to shuffle things around? wonder what humanity would be like if we could all do that.
Here, and I'm hot, and I'm tired. So thanks, Mom. Best gift ever. The stupid code worked, and the door scanned my biometric. Surprise, it's me. Then I heard Mom. I nearly had a heart attack. She said her lair, yeah, lair, what a freak, is meant for the worthy. So all I have to do is take some tests. I just want to get this over with. So I met with a lawyer and was prepared to party. Hard. The video will was emotional. Mom and I stopped talking years ago. Mom didn't look good. But it was Mom. As weird, crazy, and cryptic as ever. I'm almost surprised she remembered she even had a son. It was hard to hear. Almost touching. But then the punchline. No inheritance until I go to Mom's secret base on Denebola 1B? And she ends not with an I love you or an I'm proud of you. No. Sic semper tyrannis. Turrets. Turrets. Mom, why the hell? This whole thing is a sick joke. Gotta get out. Oh, God.
I am sorry I could never show this lair to you. The lair is a secret that's been passed down for over 100 years. And there are rules. You remember when you were a teenager? All the training, the drills, all of it was to prepare you for this. I know you have it in you, Leon.
Once I heard Sam tell a wild story about Aquila City. Sounded like some sort of old-fashioned ancient frontier story.
Welcome to Akira City.
Another day,
Aquila City. Looks like a quaint town, but it's got problems as big as any other city.
I have artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself. Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's history. Let me see. Oh dear Lord. It's real. It still exists. This is the original charter for Aquila City. And you can see their signatures. This is really the birth of the Freestar Collective. The core philosophy of limited government and inalienable rights. All here. Thank you. If you find anything else, please come back. The museum is always open to you. My husband. I think he would have liked what I've done here. He so loved books. So many books to read and so little time. Movies, slates, theater, all have their appeal. But books, you can get a window to mankind in its earliest days. Whether adventure with Homer, or the actual thoughts of Julius Caesar penned in his own hands. And they offer visions of the future and wonderfully impossible things and might-have-beens. So, yeah, I do like books. Certainly. Feel free to read. I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens. Who doesn't? It's so nice to have a visitor. Take care.
Where that came from.
Thank you for saving my husband.
Doing the right thing is tougher than doing
doing the easy thing, but it always works out better in the end.
Just want to do right by my wife, you know? She deserves the best I can give her.
You want to do some good for this city? Let me know. I'll take all the help I can get. Got a moment to hear about the Low House? It mean a lot to me, and to others. Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked, and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others. Trying to, anyway. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city. But it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need. And I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good. Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some. Sincerely, thank you for your... This means a great deal to me, and the community. Keep it up and we'll have to name something after you. There's too many people suffering, and not enough hands reaching out to help. The weather has been good, so things are good. If you don't have a home when it gets cold or rainy, that's when it gets rough. Thank you for your time.
Credits can't really buy you happiness. Hard work and honest living, that's the way to go.
I've seen people do bad things for money. Even some friends. That bill always comes due.
The Low House can only help the community. If you're serious, I'm drowning in work. Philbone Agricultural Systems feeds basically everyone in the stretch. Bless the Philbone brothers. But their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. I'm not worried yet, but getting there. Could you ask Sarah Philbone what the holdup is? Very politely? This is a huge help. If there's anything you can do to speed up the wheat delivery, please do it. I'll have more work for you when you get back.
IntelliWheat is revolutionary. Why waste time with brewing when you can do so much good? And make so many more credits? Well, no, not as such. I mean, the business is doing just fine, but it could be doing even better. Those knuckleheads have so much God-given talent, and I just wish they used it better. I know, we're late. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, the farming equipment outside the walls needs to be manually rebooted. But the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it for days. We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch, but the Ashta are just too dangerous for us to send someone. You would do that? If you get it rebooted, I'll get the harvest going ASAP. We can get the weed to Amira quick. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. You'd be helping our business too, after all. Just be careful. Ashta are very dangerous.
Don't you forget it.
Evening, sir.
Take a look around. Feel free to look around.
What's on your mind? Of course. I have room for that. Alrighty.
Everyone needs supplies. How about I just show you?
Be careful if you run into those. Need some work done? You should inspect your ship for heat. Sure, have at it. All artists are looking, but especially.
dull moment here.
I don't do payment plans. You seem all right.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Well, welcome to Chunks. Please, I'm happy to serve you.
This must be Reich and Lance's place. Oh, right, the Rock. Sam told me there's a good bar around here.
The finest folk in the settled systems make their home right here. Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile. You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown. Have a wonderful visit.
Not everyone gets to say they work in the Rock.
Oh, good, you're up. Let's just pick a star in. Talk to me. Oh, right.
If you are ever looking to buy property, remember me, Mr. Tate. Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Tate. Welcome to Aquila City. If so, then look... In the heart of the Freestar Collective, I have 2 properties for sale. This one here is a refurbished colonial manor in the heart of the core. I also have a more modest 1-bedroom in Midtown. Any interest in them? It's an unfurnished 1-bedroom, lots of space. It's a very convenient location, just a block or so from Co Plaza. Are you interested? A shame. Well, if you change your mind, just let me know. I love my job. It's my favorite listing I've had in years. Spacious, in the core itself. I took great pains to get all the approvals, so the neighbors should be no problem. It's historic and spacious. Oh my, so much space. And the price is a veritable bargain. I can't say I'm surprised. As rare as properties like this are, rarer still is the buyer who can afford it. But you do take care.
Unless this is consulate business, I simply don't have the time.
My
Just
cousin's
stay
thinking
out
of
the
joining
way.
the militia.
Good for them.
Ah, but I worry about her. The vets of the Colony War. A lot of them came home. If you're looking for a sidearm, I recommend Laredo's Firearm Factory. Built right here. There's Roland arms if you're not a fan of Laredo.
Oh, just one quiet day. That too much to ask for?
You see, it can't be that bad, can it?
Let me know if them trade authorities been hounding my regular customers, trying to get them to persuade me to sell. Lousy. To put it bluntly, the trade authority is muscling in on my business. So far, I've kept them at bay, but they've been stepping up their game lately. They got all their tricks. Intimidation, extortion, bribery, blackmail. Of course, everyone turns a blind eye, as long as the Council of Governors finds their services useful. But that's my problem. Excellent.
There's not enough to do. The Jansen family immigrated here from the UC. Having a tough time.
I want to do your business. Well, all kind. Kill for a
Greetings, Captain.
I miss this ship.
hello. Is something amiss? I'm at your side.
You two go on. I have academic journals to review.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they are both enjoyable.
Anything I can help you with, Captain?
Captain. Greetings.
I know Aquila City rather well. Perhaps better than I do.
Aquila City's really the heart of it.
Enemy damage.
Used to be an actuary.
Hey there. My brother-in-law just got back from
If we don't get that wheat shipment soon, that is good news. What was the holdup anyway? Oh, that makes sense. Aren't they outside the walls? Wait, you went outside the walls, didn't you? Please, don't risk yourself like that. If anyone got hurt working for the Low House. I hate to ask it, but this next errand should be safe. Easy. Everything runs on charity. And our benefactors, though kind, I think sometimes, well, get sick of seeing me. A new face may ease up the purse strings, or at least save me some errands. So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been generous to us. Raisha Lands is a huge benefactor. Laredo Firearms has been vital for us. Both of those are routine. More, the last is a long shot, probably futile. But the Trade Authority is incredibly wealthy, and they have never ever donated to us. If you could convince Duncan Lynch to give us anything, heck, a single credit even, I'd consider it a victory. You are a breath of fresh air. Once you're done with that, come back to me. If you ever are down on your luck, our door is always open.
It amazes me that anyone would spend credits on this instead of taking a trip to see real alien life. Your abilities are... We should be on our guard if we venture outside the city. The Ashta are quite formidable.
Aquila City truly is the jewel of the Freestar Collective. I hope Aquila is treating you nicely. What day is it? Oh, shoot! I forgot. I'll send over my usual monthly donation to Amira. She truly is a wonder. There may be a day when the stretch is a distant memory. I'll talk with Amira later. Between thwarting bank robberies and helping the stretch, you have the city's thanks. Truly. A genuine pleasure talking to you.
Nice hat.
Aquila City is bustling. One of the busiest trade authority branches in the galaxy.
The Trade Authority has a firm policy of not getting involved in internal matters. We're neutral in all affairs of the governments of the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies. The Trade Authority's image is doing quite well already. Thank you very much. I'm done discussing this matter. Happy to.
You meet all sorts in Aquila City.
Please, let me know if I can be of service. Oh, so Amira has some help? Good. Laredo Firearms prides itself in helping out all the residents of Aquila City. I'll send Justin over to deliver our monthly donation. I hadn't considered that angle, but perhaps it would be wise. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Thank you for coming by.
Mr. Tate, he's the realtor. Having a good one? I was so scared.
The Cartwrights have been donating to the Low House. Don't let Raisha fool you. She built and owns a powerful corporation, and Raisha increased her donations substantially. I don't know what to say. No word from the Trade Authority. I'm sorry I even asked. I like to believe everyone is capable of empathy and compassion, but... Some days are easier than others. For example, because of you, today is one of the days which gives me strength instead of sapping it. Sarah Philborn gave me these credits to give to you for your help with the farm. You more than deserve it. Those credits are from the grateful Philborns, not me. And I wouldn't take a single one. You've earned it. I have one more thing for you to do. But I hope it's more of a reward. This is part of the Intelliwit harvest. I'd like you to deliver it to Simone Jansen and her family. I want you to see the fruits of your labors.
Might not be glamorous, but farming's honest work.
A man should provide for his family, not drag them down along with him. I've got to do better.
Amira said to expect you. This wheat ensures my family won't go to bed hungry. I genuinely don't know what my family would do without Amira. And you have no idea how much it means. She does. Whether rain or shine, she's there for us. Always smiling. Always comforting. I didn't believe in saints before I got to Aquila City. But I do now. Over here in Aquila, it's humbling to see regular people just looking after us. On behalf of my family, of my daughter, bless you.
Do you have a favorite restaurant here? Mine is currently Whetstone, but it changes. Yes? Indeed I do. All yours. Right.
Well, first of all, let me just say congratulations on becoming a United Colony citizen.
Let's see what we have available. Right now, I've got a little place in the well that's up for grabs. Needs some work, and the location is less than ideal, but it's a foot in the door, so to speak. I have a penthouse apartment in one of the residential towers. I forgot. Government has dibs on that one. Well, if it comes back on the market, I'll let you know. Sound like something you're interested in? Great! It's very cozy. I'm sure you'll love it. I'll just process the transaction and make sure ownership is transferred. And the apartment is all yours. Congratulations. Oh, don't I wish. Between UC regulations and demand here in the city, I haven't had a chance to branch out yet. But you best believe I'm keeping an eye on the situation and actively lobbying for a little more leeway. Let's see what we have available. I have a penthouse apartment in one of the residential towers. I forgot. I'm always here if you're looking for a new home.
See it with my own eyes, it is still hard to believe.
By the way, Captain.
Come on. There are worlds to conquer. I find comfort in the idea that the odds of something killing us here are at an all-time low.
Need something?
Again, who do you think will be the first to ask us questions? Mateo or Noel?
Any day you make it through is a victory in my book.
I too prefer custom alterations to the standard issue.
I'd like to talk to you about something, when you have the chance. Lately, I find myself spending more and more time here. Business has appealed to me, but this is exciting. I want you to know I was very impressed with your work back on Neon. I'm beginning to wonder if there's anything you can't handle. I'd like to test that theory. My Star Yard's been having a little trouble getting our next project off the ground. I need someone capable and decisive to step in and steer it in the right direction. Interested? Love the enthusiasm. I knew there was a reason I picked you to help with this project. It's a new ship. We want to diversify our fleet. Now, I don't know why the people I pay very handsomely to come up with new designs can't seem to get out of the R&D phase. And frankly, I don't care. I just want someone, you, to go there and show them how it's done. I did not. Part of the problem is that my designers seem to be having trouble agreeing on a plan. I should mention that you're not there to make design decisions. You're there to get the project back on track and help guide them. So, ideally, you're not adding to the problem. Excellent. I'll send word ahead to the project lead, Jules Degante, that you're taking point. They'll all be instructed to listen to you and follow your direction. I expect big things from you. So I'm excited to see what you manage to deliver. I don't believe you'll let me down.
Oh, the whole place smells of fish. You would think that would keep people away. No. Instant sensory overload. I do not know about you, but I am starting to suspect that Benjamin Bayou has it. Clearly the intent is to get us into the Astral Lounge. Shall we follow the signs?
I didn't. I hope Constellation is treating you well, and that Walter is keeping your budget reasonable. Oh, interesting question. Neon is the ultimate playground for people who have money, and that means we exhaust ourselves sabotaging each other. It's fun, but a huge waste. Stroud Eklund, as a company, doesn't believe in restraint, but sometimes I wonder if Neon's lack of a moral authority isn't hurting everyone. Even us. Oh, has he now? My dear young man, what have you talked him into? And what better way than to leverage a starship builder? How very clever. Back before Walter and I married, he confessed that he had stashed away a credit stick in a copy of Around the World in 80 Days. Somewhere between a rainy day fund and a slush fund, he said he'd always had a bit of extra money set aside in case opportunities arose. I can't really fault him. They're his credits. He can do as he likes. But over the years, it's become something of a joke between us. When he wants to take a chance on something, it's his way of asking without asking if it's all right with me. Indeed. Or at least he doesn't want it to be a surprise when there's a sudden, significant loss in one of our accounts. I'll draw up the appropriate paperwork for the funds. Thank you for bringing me his message.
So many people, all in one place? I still cannot feel entirely comfortable.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
If I was rich, this whole business venture thing would be so much easier.
Whoa. This is really happening. Okay, I just lost the ability to think for a moment there. Hang on, give me a second. Whew, all right. That's really fantastic news. But we can't celebrate just yet. We're going to need at least one more solid investor. It should be very clear by this point, I'm not quitting. And I'm not ahead. Not yet. If I put this all in the hands of a single investor, whoever that is suddenly has a lot of influence. If I have at least 2 investors to start, then one person isn't pulling all the strings, if any strings have to get pulled. Have I mentioned I'm not great with metaphors? So, having Walter backing us is fantastic, but I'd feel much better if there was a third party involved. If you know anyone, now's the time to call in a favor. Very clever. You are kidding, right? You do? I mean, are you really serious about this? Look, I would gladly take your credits if it means you and I can be partners on this. But I'm not trying to guilt you into it. So before you commit, I'm going to give you one last chance to back out. Okay? Wow. Wow! This is so amazing! It's you and me. Well, and Walter. But I'm sure it'll all work out. I'm afraid there's not much in the moment I can do to really thank you for this, but I promise you it will pay off. I've got some people to talk to, and a trip to Galbank in my future. Thank you again so much. You're in the right place. Stop by anytime you'd like to catch up.
Hey, you gonna reassign me or what?
I appreciate the desire for independence. But these people are quite vulnerable.
Keep your nose clean.
Anything I can help you with?
By the way, Cap. Scanned as you enter the city.
Hey. Wasting my talent, boss.
If you don't, there is a bit more in the back. If you're, oh, please take a look. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer. It's a lot of work, as always. People like to say, New Atlantis is the safest city in the settled systems. How hard could your job be? Well, safety doesn't happen by accident. The whole department is in the process of recovering, myself included. If I'm being honest, I still have nightmares of my team turning on one another. Things can be replaced and wounds can be healed, but building back that trust in each other is going to take time. Luckily, we've built a good culture here, and we hired some new recruits who were inspired by what you did. Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps. Fair enough. I'll be here if you change your mind. See you later.
New Atlantis puts on a wonderful show of security, does it not?